Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Here's a target, and it's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain. You get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Second down after that short completion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught quickly. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the Trojans starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking right, this one caught. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
He runs out of bounds at the 23. Good enough for a first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Toss it to the back, running left. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Got to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And it's good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Single back takes the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here. And I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Using his legs, it's Williams. Nowhere to run up the middle. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Can they pick up the first on the ground? They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Well, 3rd down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a first down.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. It's a toss play to the right. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the out route.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback's going to sneak it.
Well, the old quarterback sneak. Well, whatever you got to do to keep this drive moving. We've seen them convert in different ways on this drive, and that sneak will keep this defense guessing when they're in short yardage coming up in the future.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off. Tackled, but first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, USA 3, Notre Dame 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Handoff to the right side. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoffs.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. The pass rush closing in. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And the Trojans come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
First down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
But when this guy gets out of the pocket and starts to create, you kind of hold your breath knowing what he can do. But how about the defense here? They did a good job of forcing him to throw and taking away the scramble.
Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And they'll kick it away here. When he's got some space here. And the return will be brought down. Here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Powers through. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. It's QB sneak. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. On their own side of the 50, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
I mean, that's as safe a call as you can make, right? Just have that quarterback get behind that big offensive line and push, but he wasn't able to get past the line that they needed for the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And the Trojans hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Can he get there on the ground? They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down in inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And moves the ball to the 35. Another first down.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
And the Trojans will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And the pass is incomplete.
Well, it's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but the offensive line did everything in their power to give the quarterback time. Ultimately, the play just didn't work out.
So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the punt heads out of bounds. They'll spot this ball about the 30. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Important third down play coming up. Can he make it to the marker? Breaking tackles. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. They're going to run it here. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
First down and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's nearly picked off. Could not hold on to the ball in the end zone. Sets up second down.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the USC offense will take over. First and 10.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Fights off a defender. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Minno's going to wrap up the first half here. He's kicking down at Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to begin the second half. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Fighting Irish will take over. First and 10.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Short loss on the play sets up second and long from the 18. Quarterback drops back. Lets it fly to the wideout. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at second and 9. Crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Bond. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he scores. Touchdown, SC.
Touchdown, USC. Number 8 with the grab and the score.
The coach deciding to go for 2 here to cut the margin to 3 points. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he's not going to get there. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Sets to kick this one away.
Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And in first down, they go right back to him. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Handoff heading left. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He's found some room at the 45. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
PAT makes it a 12-point lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He steps out to the 29. That's where they begin the drive. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Took contact on the throw, and it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Here's the target, and it's complete. Brought down, but broken tackling to produce a solid gain there. The Trojans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short connection to the tight end here. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense...
Brings up
out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, look back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
And the Trojans with first and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Humphreys. Catch made on the left side. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Receiver makes the catch. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. No huddle now for the offense. And the wideout goes in motion. On first and 10, looking to throw. He's going to take off here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good, positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, USC.
touchdown, USC. Number 19, hauls it in the end zone.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
USC 16.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he steps out of bounds at the 15. That's where they'll start the drive. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And they bring him down right at the 20.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 21, USC 16.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. There's the handoff. They stop him right at the 24.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. A quick throw out left, complete. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And looking to throw now on first down. He's got his man open downfield. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Handoff in a single back formation. Runs through the defender.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down play coming up.
Flip it. Jackrabbit.
He'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This offense is still clicking. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles and try to slow this guy down.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Comes the USC offense back on the field. Looking to throw. It's Humphreys. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. And the quarterback dropping back. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So after the incompletion, it's second down. And they'll use the ground game here. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. And the Trojans will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it on first down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. It's a big-time drop.
Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play. The ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
Looking to throw it again. Lets it go. He fires this throw and is intercepted. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down. They'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
That gain makes it second and medium. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interesting to see what the call is here. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Touchdown, Irish. And the route is on. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage, because right now it is not working.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the USC offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Back to throw. It's Humphreys. He's hit as he throws it. The tight end makes the grab. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Pass caught, second down now. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
That short completion sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the grab. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now,
here's the throw deep downfield. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Southern California.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's good.
The extra point is good. That makes the score Notre Dame 45, USC 23.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. And the returner is brought down as the clock expires. That will wrap up this football game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.